Yo, what's up, guys? Rush of the Sunday, but this time around, I'm going to be talking a little bit different stuff. So you might have seen the developer talk video, which in a whole bunch of things were addressed, but classic or normal arena or whatever you want to call it was not addressed in that. Simply, why not? Because not that many people were interested enough in it to actually ask the questions about that, and we had a limited amount of time. And it is just content that people don't really care about. So would have actually been an interesting one to talk about. If I had a longer time, I would have definitely talked about it because I still do like my rushes, as you guys might have known. But what is the issue in Rush? Well, you have the hard reset and soft reset. And what does that mean? So the moment that this rush ends, the points are low right now, we will stay at the amount of points that we end the rush at. Therefore, all of the points are not reset, which we call is the soft reset, and therefore all of the points in the next week are going to be higher. Issue is, on the hard reset, I get set back from G3 to like 1350. That does mean that currently, if we're checking right now, we need 1600 points to be Guardian 1, which is rank 300. Let's see where rank 300 ends up. Well, we can't really see all the way down to rank 300, but we can already see that rank 59 is not even Guardian 2. He is going to be P3. And that is simply because too little people are playing, or too few people, whatever you want to call it, are playing normal arena. And as you can see, back in the days, like this is probably 5, maybe 6, 7 years back, I was getting a lot more points, not necessarily because I was playing better, but a lot more people were playing arena. So they did already make the change of giving better rewards for arena, which I think is a good thing. But this is EU server. We are the server that take arena the most serious. If we probably go to Korea server or a global server, I would say that probably where we have 60 people in Guardian ranks right now, and that's all Guardian ranks, so that's legit 1/5 of the amount of that should be filled is filled at this moment. It's probably half of that, so that's 1/10, which is just straight up insane. That doesn't make that much sense at all. So then the question, how can you fix it? Would you fix that by giving more rewards? Because I don't think so. In Europe, we don't really have the time zone issue. And the time zone issue is in Europe, most people are playing at the time zone that the European server is also at. Maybe plus 1 hour, maybe minus 1 hour, maybe a little bit back and forth. But in most cases, kind of around that, except for if you're in America. But if you're in America, then it's just in the afternoon anyways. If you're in Asia and you're playing in Europe, then yeah, you're kind of fucked. But that is what it is. You can have everything in life. However, on the other side, if your global people has a lot of people from Europe playing in global, they are instantly fucked because it's like 4 a.m. for them or 5 a.m. or whatever annoying time. Even for global people, it is annoying because it takes the, I have to say it right, the west side, yeah, right? Yeah, the west side server, and or the west side time zone, but the people on the east are 3 hours later. My rush is from 9 to 10. Their rush will be, for that case, midnight to 1, which is for a lot of people already kind of late. So yeah, there's definitely a time zone issue with all of this. Giving just straight up more rewards, because personally, I think these rewards are pretty good. Like legit, the moment you get like Punisher Plus, you get pretty decent rewards. What I would like to see is you can do a few things. If you don't want to address making arena more interesting, then easiest thing you can do is make this like 1500, make this like 1400, and then this like 1350, and then blah, 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 you go down from there. That is definitely an option that is just a simple fix where everyone at least gets like filling the ranks, getting the ranks in, that kind of stuff. But how to make arena more interesting in general? What if, and I thought about this lately and I haven't really spoken to anyone about that. What if every time that you hit a 100 mark, so 1500, 1600, 1700, 1800, you cannot get lowered from that. And hear me out on that one. So people will climb pretty much infinitely. Is that an issue? No. But that also does make it that people will do their arena wings because you cannot drop down from a 0-0 mark. So you just climb to 1700, sit there for a while, get all of your wings back, and then go to 1800. That does mean that doing your arena wings midweek does actually matter. And therefore, people will do their arena wings because also, let's say that even if you're in the right time zone, if you're watching a show with your girlfriend or wife or your dog, if you don't have any friends or whatever, I don't care, then at some point, well, if you're with your dog, then just do your arena. But the other point is like, that would be a thing that people can actually kind of get at least some points in if they're a better player than others to at least get some points in and therefore get some rewards. People already say it right away. People would mid-week refresh. Yes, I got a solution for that right away. Why don't we limit the amount of refreshes we can do on wings? Because why not? Most games have that. Just make it like max 10 refreshes a week, 5 refreshes a week. I don't care, something like that. If you implement some of those things, I think Arena would get a lot more interesting and a lot more playtime from a lot of people because there's just simply more reason to play Arena. And sure, might you say it's like, oh, then everyone is just gonna Feng Yang out of their Arena. I don't give a shit, even if they do. At least more people play Arena. And then we're gonna go into like, okay, we're gonna make the anti-Leo Feng Yang counter so you cannot auto my team and therefore I climb higher than you. And that kind of scenario. Because right now, you're gonna see it. I start the rush with like 28 minutes left. How fast I can climb all the way to G3. But the thing is also, I saw that last week in even the inter-server rush, which is mostly higher on points because more people are involved in that and more people are interested in that. But people dropped from G3 to P1 or P2 within like a minute. And that is the big issue if the points are too close to one another. And yeah, that's just annoying. Therefore, people like the moment you get dragged down within 1 minute, people get frustrated with Arena, therefore don't play Arena. Therefore, less people play Arena, which increases the problem of Arena in the first place. And having a cap where you can't get reset at some point or you can't get lowered, and therefore you have to play more midweek, and therefore the points are higher, and therefore also in the last hour you cannot get dragged down, but at least people can climb over you, so it's not that you get like the double downs, like, oh, you got hit like 6 times in a row, or even 10 times in a row towards the end, and suddenly you're like 4 ranks lower than you were like a minute ago, which is also highly annoying. This system of like the 100 cap would also kind of utilize that, where it doesn't drag you down as much, which I think, thinking about all of this, it just looks a lot of pluses. Inter-server rush will be full fiesta. True to a certain extent, but you have to keep in mind you cannot like unlimitedly keep refreshing. And that is kind of a thing. And even though like Snow, you're in Aftermath EU, right? There's a lot of your guildies in very low teams. I did notice that. And they are probably not happy with the current system. So I think here the system might have some flaws, absolutely. But the current system also definitely has its flaws. Otherwise, these people wouldn't be in like Team 34 and whatever. Because I'm pretty sure they ain't happy with that result right there. And sure, every system kind of has its flaw. That's definitely a thing. One drops last minute from G3 to P1, someone that's always in Team 1. Exactly. And that doesn't make that much sense. Also, with that, I would like that in the higher ranks you don't see who you're hitting. Because you would get a strong feeling of like helping out your friends and guildies not to hit. Sure, you could give the arguments like, oh, but you know what they have on defense and therefore you could avoid that. Yes and no, because then people should just put up defenses that they don't know. Nice debuffs on the Laura. Yeah, that was actually a pretty nice one. But it's also the thing where the current system works really weird, and I think everyone that actively rushed knows about that. There are certain times where you never pop up on someone's list and you're not hit for like minutes, even like half an hour or whatnot. And then at sudden time, you're popping up on someone's list or multiple people's list, and you get hit like 6 times in a row. And you're like, where the fuck did that came from? Yeah, that just doesn't make much sense, right? That kind of stuff should also maybe be a little bit addressed, but I think that the rush would be a lot more chill, or the rush might even go completely away. Could be a thing, like, but would that be bad? Because back in the days, rush was really a thing because RTA was not a thing. People in Europe started rushing because there was nothing else to do than rushing. That is the main thing. So, and then people were invested in getting the correct runes and units for their rush, so they care more about arena rush than RTA for a decent portion of the game. So yeah, I definitely would like to see some arena changes where at least everyone is getting the ranks they're supposed to be. Because right now I'm already closing in on G1, but I'm not gonna hit G1 until I actually hit the 1600 border. Just weird. I'm only rushing for the rewards anyways. Exactly. And that should also give you the chance to get the rewards by doing your arena wings midweek. Plus, doing your arena wings midweek is good in the first place because more scrolls, more chance to get net 5s, more chance to get net 5s, more chance to get LD 5s, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would say that arena is definitely something that's, yeah, in this case I should be G1 right now, but I'm not. And that is just simply because the ranks are not filled. Arena rank with the current schedule change? Does it though? I would have to double check that. I don't think that's it's changed right now, but I'll give that a double check. Because you can check that in here. Arena closed in 22 minutes. Nope. Any ideas how to cleave a Triton with a Zerath? Yeah, same team as this. It's not that easy to outspeed 33 Tritons and also one-shot them. There are a few options, but in most cases you gotta turn to it. Summertime is end of the month. Yeah, I think the moment that summertime hits in the Netherlands, it's also the time where it hits for the server. So for me, it's still same. We just did daylight saving in the US, except for some of the states, because the United States are very united, and even some states are like, daylight saving? We don't want to do that shit. I had that once when I went from, I think, Arizona to Utah back in 2012. You go from south to north and you have an hour change, and I'm like, that's not how the world is supposed to work. Like, yeah, but it does in this state. I'm like, aha. Okay. Sure, guys, you do you. And Hawaii? Well, Hawaii, I kind of understand it's so far away, like that they do their own shit to a certain extent kind of makes sense. Like how many hours is Hawaii back to like East Coast in the first place? It's like probably insane. Not sure if I can kill you in one go, but I'm gonna try it. Well, at least I silenced you, and you're probably on them, so there's no way you kill me anyways, even if you were to get a turn after silence anyways. 6 or 7 hours back. Yeah, that's insane, man. That's absolutely insane. Thank you for the proc. No, we're not gonna kill this one. Oh, well, at least we had heal block. No, the silence. One turn anyways. And a yeet. Okay, show Amber runes. I'll show all of the runes at the end of the rush. Walk already G2. Yep. Okay, starting to get hit myself. Can we outspeed this guy? Not sure. Don't remember. Let's try. Wait, this might be too tanky to hit in the first place. Yeah, we shall see. Nope. Even ranked 10k starts before C1. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. Oh, suddenly start getting a few more hits. This one fast. Interesting turn order though, with Vanessa moving first. Too bad it messed up my turn order. Okay, this guy fast. And we're back at P3. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, this is what I exactly mean. What doesn't make sense. Suddenly, I'm findable on everyone's list, and I get hit 6 times in a row. Okay, what? The fuck, man? Does that make any kind of sense? And because of that kind of stuff, people are like, yeah, Arena Rush, never mind. Because it gets super random. And that's also where a bunch of random people will always get like, oh, I got my first G3. It's like, yeah, you just snuck in because some other people got crashed down because they were findable on the list and you weren't. So that just makes a very RNG game even more RNG. Right, I actually had a different idea for defense. Because currently I'm getting hit a little bit too much for my liking. Well, song shall now always to 18 base. Actually, I don't know, but with the thing that I made the newest vid on, you can actually check that. I think they were. I think monkeys already always had awakening in base. The base speed. Why is everything suddenly so annoying to hit? Yeah, I think he always was fast, yeah. But yeah, that just also shows where rushing for the whole hour doesn't make as much sense, because at some point you just kind of crash down hard and you just have to get climbing up at the right moment rather than you being at the top the whole time, because it doesn't matter as much. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, currently it's very much luck based if you don't get farmed down in the last minute or not. Like, that is just the whole rush. And that is just stupid for rush to be that depending on, like, okay, did you get farmed down in the last minute or not? Because if people don't, it's the easiest G3 of their life. If people do, then it's just instant, no G3. GG's, you tried. And there's no really in between. Well, in the in the soft reset week, it is better. But in the hard reset week, it's horrible. No, I showed the Kabila speed before. That's kind of the annoying thing about that new setting. Sometimes I forget to toggle it off and then it shows stuff that I don't really want to show, but then again, it's also like, yeah, whatever. And we're back. Should have actually went for Vero. Well, there's Eel, so it's still same. No, the silence. And we're back at G2. Oh, wait, was this the one where I had to... Yep, fuck. This is the one where I said that I had to lower the damage on the Tanjiro for, but I forgot to do that. That was that one. The team works, as long as the Tanjiro doesn't hit too much on that Veramos. Trix is awesome. Trix definitely is. Can I maybe just outspeed it? Just gonna try it. Already wasted my time on it anyways with the previous one. Okay, probably not. Oh. Well, then it's good rune. Well, I could quick fix it. Pretty sure if I do... I just legit want the weakest ones. Something that doesn't give anything. Oh, and we want HP or so. Do no extra damage. No extra damage. No extra damage. Would this already be enough? Not sure. Oh wait, you actually do need the artifact for the S3. Oops. My bad, my bad. Have some that does nothing else on the side. Oh, that's not that much. Great, we do need some accuracy. Why the fuck is there so much accuracy on these things? Because none of them have proper accuracy. You have. Thank you. Why does Guts keep attacking you? Check his stream. See? Now it works again. Oh, that thing has that much attack that I missed crit it. Interesting. Well, that's full reset anyways. See, then it works. When I outspeed this, does look a little bit tricky. Interesting team, my kind sir. Right, technically you have no... Yeah, that works. Went from P3 to C2. Jesus. Yep, can be very rough. Can be very rough. Actually, not that many chill targets on my list to hit. This one might be dangerous as well. Let's just do it like this. I think he's gonna be faster than me though. Let's see. Yeah, if he does that, it doesn't matter. Interesting team for defense though, with Kabila. Well, it does work that people don't want to outspeed it, I guess. Top 110 is P3. Yep, that's exactly what the problem is. Almost as much as a problem as your turn order. RTA today? Yeah, I'll do some RTAs after this. This offense is so funny. It is. Fuck, this is fast. Fast, but not fast enough. Well, not sure if my Grogan will move right now. It is. And I'm happy about that. You didn't push back. And that is an issue for you, my kind sir. Any certain changes coming from your dev talk? I explained that most in the video. Well, the main thing that I can say pretty certain is that they're definitely putting a focus on balance patch. I think that's the main certainty that they gave. What a cliffhanger. Exactly. But you know it's still come to us, right? They don't really want to give too much of like, okay, this is coming then. No, the switch at the perfect moment. And the additional turn. Don't tell me you move in front of me. Okay. Okay, it definitely took a little bit too long for my liking towards the end of the rush, but at least it's a guarantee kill, huh? At the moment, the only thing I said was is that they're gonna focus more on balance patching. And I'm back at rank 88. Okay, hopefully that was the last wave where I'm on someone's list. Could hit that, but would take a little longer. Thing is, I'm not sure how fast these guys are. I could miss it, that would be bad, but let's just gamble it. Dark Tanjiro too good. R6 is the dream. Yep, I agree. Oh, that's one way. Wait, did I just outspeed that Laura? Oh no, wait, that's because that thing triggered my NAMP. Interesting interaction. Okay, seems to be that I'm still on people's lists. Let's not waste another 30 crystals, but do it like this. Let's hope I can at least kill the Triton, otherwise probably big trouble. Okay, at least he didn't throw back the Death Break. Oh, I would have killed regardless. How's the Death doing? Not that great, it seems. Because I'm getting hit a lot. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to kill that Piranha on one hit though, which is gonna make me waste more time. Oh, I did actually kill him one hit. Okay, I don't really have time to search for another one, so just go into the first thing that I think might be good. Yeah, I gotta hit a decent amount of times at the end as well. It's too hard to rock in like 4 minutes for a whole list. So I guess we end up G2, probably. But wow, my defense is kind of sucking. Well, it's also offense is too strong at the moment with the Lamila stuff, man. Lamila's fucking broken. Yep, G2. What did Dorak get? Dorak was G3 the whole fucking time and he got farmed down. That's just hella stupid, man. Also P3. Yeah, that's just... That is why fucking this thing... Rush just sucks. Rush just really sucks at the moment. You was G2, got hit 4 times in a row, now you're P2. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Rush just kinda sucks. Yeah, pretty much all my guildies are P3. That's the thing, man. That's just... Rush just sucks really bad at the moment. So yeah, therefore this video. Also in the comment section, let me know what you guys think about it. For offenses, just quickly gonna go through all of them. In the video, you can pause whenever you want. Actually didn't use the Heigang version at all for this. Went from P3 to G2 in one fight and then after P2 again. Yeah, that's just, man, it's so all over the place with this kind of stuff. So yeah, that just makes Russia kind of bad at the moment. So hopefully they can do something about it.
Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more guides, join the Discord and check out the content tab for the guide video archive, which contains all of the guides that you might need. Hope to see you there.